The Biden White House patting itself on the back, claiming credit as gas prices fall from all-time record highs. Warning, we are told this fall they'll go back up again. Karl Rove's here to fill her up. Hey, Karl, good morning to you. Here's the exchange from the White House yesterday about the up and the down, the explanations. Just watch this.
Aren't you having it both ways, Jared? Because when the gas prices go up, it's got nothing to do with the president. When we see some decline, you want him to get the credit.
Look, I think that there's no both-way thinking here at all. The president has reacted from the beginning, talking about how this was such an important priority. He then presided over the largest historical release of barrels of oil from the strategic reserve.
It was Putin's fault. When they're coming down, he gets the credit.
Yeah, I very much disagree with that framing.
All right, Karl, you go ahead and frame it, huh? There's a lot to shoot at right there.
Well, they're in a difficult situation. You got to have a little compassion for them. They've misplayed this right from the beginning. They've mislabeled it right from the beginning. Now they're trying to claim credit for something. And here's the problem. In January of 2021, the average price of a gallon of regular gas was $2.58. As of yesterday, it was $4.52. Ordinary Americans are listening to this prattle back and forth from the White House press room, and they're saying to themselves, I just filled up at the pump, and I'm paying a heck of a lot more than I did last year or the year before. And that's going to be the enduring problem of the Biden administration. They're stuck with a bad number, and they can point all they want to the decline in the last few weeks, but they still got a big jump up, and people are feeling it when they go to the pump. And it's not just gasoline. It's so many things that we have to go to the grocery store or the clothing store for. And as people get ready to go back to school and they got to go buy new clothes for the kids and supplies, they're going to see it reflected. The administration's in trouble, and they're stuck with that sort of lousy back and forth that they had in the film that you showed.
I appreciate your compassionate conservative stance, Karl. And I'm thinking about this White House as they're trying to make lemonade out of lemons. For example, during last year's Afghanistan withdrawal, the debacle, they wanted credit for the largest airlift in history. Recently, they have asked for credit for the largest importation of baby formula from Europe, as if that was something to write home about. They also want credit for the historic release of strategic petroleum reserve oil, as if that had anything to do with it. And now you have, just last week, President Biden was saying that President Putin is the reason for these price hikes, and now they want credit for what? As far as I can see, the war in Ukraine is still going on. It just doesn't seem to me that the White House thinks about what the follow-up questions are going to be.
They don't, and they're doing this on the fly. They've got a relatively new press secretary who's demonstrated she is less sure-footed than her predecessor, and even her predecessor had difficulties with questions like this. They're stuck. There is little that they can do to get out of this. They're putting forward the best line they can get, which is give us credit for everything that we think is going good and blame somebody else for everything that's going bad. And yet the American people know what the heart of this is that in 2021, they passed the American Rescue Plan and tried to pass Build Back Better. They put a huge bunch of money into the economy. Too much money chasing too few goods, and the result was inflation, and they're responsible for it. And until the inflation rate goes down because of what the Federal Reserve is doing, they're not going to get out of this. And they're certainly not going to get out of this in the remaining time, just over 100 days between now and the November midterms.
Karl, it's a primary day. Maryland's getting a lot of attention. We'll see how that goes. In the meantime, though, the fundraising race is pretty fascinating. We spoke with a Republican Hispanic candidate last hour in South Texas. She's raised all kinds of money, just dwarfs her Democratic competition in a Democratic district. Maggie Hassan, however, in New Hampshire, totally different story. Look at the cash on hand that she has in a race that a lot of people think may determine the balance of power in the Senate. She got $7.3 million, easily outpacing everybody else. Explain to us what's happening out there in this dash for cash, Karl.
Well, on Senate races, we're now in, I think, the third election cycle in a row in which the Democrats are outraising the Republicans. And it has to do a lot with the development, the early development, starting in 2004, of this gigantic Democratic small donor fundraising entity called Act Blue. And the Republicans were slow in catching up, but the Democrats, particularly in the Senate, have a huge spending advantage. But let's remember that spending advantage didn't do them much good in 2020. For example, in South Carolina, Harrison, the Democratic candidate, outspent Lindsey Graham by a huge amount and lost badly. In Maine, Susan Collins was outspent by better than 2-to-1 by her Democratic opponent and won by double digits. So the question is going to be, do Republicans have sufficient funds? But that's a big question, because we have some Republican candidates who are simply not doing well in the fundraising world. In Arizona and Ohio, for example, the Republicans are the candidates are battling uphill. They're not doing particularly well in fundraising. It's not that you got to outspend your opponent, but you've got to have sufficient funds, and that's a challenge for some of the Republicans in these Senate races.
Do you have a prediction on Republicans at this point? If you had to guess today, will they be able to win back the majority in the Senate?
I think it's going to be very, very close. I think the Republicans will, but I mean, I've never seen, it's ironic. I've been involved in a super PAC, involved in Senate races since 2010, American Crossroads Senate Leadership Fund. I have never seen the conditions as good for the Republicans in a midterm election since we began in 2010 as I see today, and I've never seen a more challenging tactical battlefield than I see today. That is to say, the conditions strategically are great for the Republicans, but the one-on-one races between these candidates in individual states is very, very challenging.
Very interesting. Karl, nice to see you.
Great to see you.
Yep.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.